Hey everybody, Dave Clark, aka the Pattern Guy. We're up at the Foundry today. I don't know how much we're going to get done. I actually came down here, I can't remember, Tuesday or Thursday. I think it was Thursday. I started working on that fin for Dean. I was having a bad day that day. I was just overheated. I actually was sick last weekend, so I didn't get a video out. So I'm still, a week later, I'm still not feeling all that too great. Now it's just been, if I get it overheated, I'm not feeling good, you know. So, and obviously we're kind of hot down here. So anyhow, what I'm going to try to do is, I made a mold on it, but if you can remember, like I said, that thing was on such an angle, we're going to try to pull it out, right? So I made a mold on it Tuesday or Thursday, and I started working on it. It looked like it was going to come out at the last minute. A big chunk broke out. So I took it home, and I was going to make a frame by the undercut, and then I was going to make some hard sand up here and try to make like just a small little core without making a core box in that, but I never got around to making a frame. And I told you guys 101,000 times, I hate to keep on. I'm just so way far behind here in the Foundry. So I just brought the piece back up. What I'm going to attempt to do is, I'll show you what I'm going to do right now. I just left the mold here. There's a big chunk out of it. My buddy Randy, the awesome molder I tell you guys about, he used to try to fix things. So I'm going to make an attempt on fixing it. I'm not Randy. We'll see how that goes. If I can't fix this mold, I'll probably try from scratch one more time. And if I can't if I can't get it from scratch, we're definitely going to have to, you know, take this back home. We'll make a frame so we can make a loose core without making a core box. Like I said, I don't want to make a core box for this. We got to do one casting here. So I'll give it one attempt. I got some other things I got to do. Like Thursday, I forgot to bring things here. That's another reason I was having a bad day here. So I forgot them again, but I see ways around what we're going to try to do. So I'm going to try to do what we can do here today. See if we can get a peat. What I'm planning on doing, like I said, I'm getting hot already, and it just, when I get super hot, I'm just not feeling too good still. So I'm going to try to attempt to make some molds today. If I get the molds made and I'm feeling okay, what I'll do is, you know, go ahead, we'll light the furnace up and pour some aluminum. If not, I'm just going to leave the molds. I got to come here Tuesday and pour, so I'll make sure I get the camera back from Joe and get something poured, okay? So, you know, like I said, I'll do some personal things here. I just told you some personal things that, you know, I know it's not a personal, you know, YouTube thing. You guys want to learn Foundry pattern things, but it's a thing too. Like I said, I want to do some learning moments. Okay, so like I had the flu really bad last week, and through my first responder experiences, right, we learned a lot of like advanced first aid. Okay, we worked along with the fire department really well. What happened, we used to go, one of the firefighters in our towns, they work 24 on, 48 off. And a lot of them, what they did was they ended up becoming nurses. So, I mean, these guys knew their stuff. One of them was certified CPR trainer. So we had to get certified CPR every year. And the guy got to the point where he's like, hey, look, you guys, I'm seeing you guys every year because I know you guys know CPR. So he started training us like in advanced first aid net. So we were kind of about the EMT level, pretty close to the EMT level. They wouldn't certify us for liability reasons there, but you know, most of us guys were the volunteer cops were pretty highly, you know, we were trained well. They trained us really good. So one of the things in our city in the summertime, we had about 5 marathons that went through our town in that. So you know, the month before, we'd have a training meeting we get with the fire department, and, you know, they taught us all about the dehydration and all that stuff, right? So it's very important. You know, this is the thing I'm trying to get to. Especially when you're doing this, I'm a big guy, I sweat profusely. I'm losing a lot of fluid, okay? You gotta keep hydrated, all right? Just keep, you know, I'm the kind of guy, I'm not, water just doesn't do it for me. I drink way too much soda. I've been trying to cut down on my soda big time, but when I had a construction business, we had a 5-gallon pail, the igloo in that, and I'd get those big margarine containers, fill about 4 of those things up full of water, freeze them the night before, and we make Powerade all the time. It's important to drink something like Powerade or Gatorade, something to replace your electrolytes, all right? So when you're doing this stuff, you know, I tell you one thing, you don't want to have a molten or a pot of molten metal in your hand, you pass out. You know, I mean, you're going to be in big trouble. Okay, so keep hydrated when you're doing this stuff. If you're sweating, you got to be drinking. Okay, you're losing fluid. All right, and you know, not to get gross and that, but one of the big things too, if you can barely pee, and when you're peeing, it's yellow and dark yellow, you're dehydrated. Okay, get some fluids into it. It's unbelievable how quickly you can get dehydrated and how quickly you can get in trouble when you're dehydrated. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, people, you know, first boss. One more little thing, and I'll get to it here. My first foreman at Ford, New Year's Day, he used to give us what happened, you know, 100 years ago, and this was about the early aughts, you know, 2001, 2003, somewhere around here, and that, you know, so it would have been 1903, number one cause of death, diarrhea. And it was because of people got dehydrated and they passed away just because they got dehydrated. Okay, so just keep getting hydrated in the summer. Okay, so let's get back to it. I'll show you this mold where I'm at. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to work. Trying to fix it. If I can fix it, I'm going to go ahead and use it. And like I said, if this casing comes out with some imperfections, not a big deal. We can grind the crap out of this thing if there's extra metal on it and that, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. But I'm going to try to show you how Randy taught me how to fix, you know, the molds, or if not so much he taught me, I've just seen him do it, okay? So we'll do that, and like I said, if it doesn't work, we'll just make a new mold, and then if not, we'll try to make some more molds, okay? Hang tight, I'll put you over here. All right, here, I'll just put you up here. All right, so this big chunk came out here. Okay, so this has got to like kind of pull out and twist at the same time. All right, so this big chunk came out here. I want to try to save this as if I can. If not, like I said, I'm going to refill this full of sand. If it doesn't work, it's not going to be that big of a deal. I'm just going to we'll just try one more mold. And like I said, if it doesn't work from there, what we'll do is I'm going to go ahead and we'll take it back home again, and this time I'll make sure that we get you know. All right, so all right, let me get my gloves on here. I'll try to keep my fingers clean today because like I said, I'm going to be drinking and I want to be grabbing. I got a cooler full of cold stuff, so I want to kind of keep that clean in there too. So let's see what we can do here, guys. Tell you one thing, I can't wait until we get that molding machine in here. I really think it's going to make a difference. Get a vibrator to help. one thing too with this is a drag, so if I can get this thing out of here, I don't have to touch it, you know what I'm saying? And we could just leave it as is. And I'm almost there. Actually, what I've seen Randy do too in the past is if pieces like fall out, he'll actually, you know, he'll take a strickle or a spoon or whatever, and he'll rebuild that piece, you know. So I don't think I'm there though with that, but I got it out. I mean, doesn't look too bad. I lost a big chunk right here. I don't know, we might have done it here. Let's see. I'm going to flip it on the side and blow it out. Let's see how it goes here. Look at that big chunk just fell off. But I might just go ahead and use that because, like I said, this will add extra metal. But we can grind it. Cut it and grind it. I don't know, something else this big came out of there. Let's see where we're at here. No, that whole big thing came out here. Alright. Oh yeah, big chunk just came out, but you know what I'm gonna do? Like I said, I gotta get this done. The outside came out perfect. The hub itself came out perfect. So what it's gonna do is there's gonna be a big blob of sand in the inside shape. But what we'll do with that is we can cut that out with a bandsaw. So. And for some reason I cut this all the way through, which shouldn't be. This is my sprue bowl, so you know, Dean's kind of waiting. He's been waiting for a few weeks for this thing, so kind of holding him up with his project. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this thing as is. I think, see what comes out, you know, and if it's, hey, if it doesn't come out, we can always make a new mold and pour a new casting, right? So that'll always work. So, okay, got that kind of fixed. Get the air hose one more time here. Put the drag after where we're going to pour. And then what I'm going to do is do the gating in the coop. Okay, you guys weren't here the other day, so what I'm going to do here is there's the top of the cone on the fin, okay, and this part broke off right there in the mold, so we'll just take that on the bandsaw and cut out. So here's where my sprue is going to go through. I already got the runner in the drag. I already got so I got to cut a sprue here, and I'm going to cut a riser here, okay? What I'm going to do here, I'm going to take a rod, push it all the way through. Now where I know where I'm at, that's my sprue. This is going to be a riser, okay? So I don't like the size of that. So, oh man, I just lost. This sand wasn't packed all that too great. Like I said, I can't wait till I get the that molding machine going, man. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try. Got got a rod down here. I'm gonna try to make this riser just a little. I don't want to put a huge riser through here. It's not gonna be one of my better jobs, but like I said, I gotta get this thing done here. So let's see what we can do with this. Okay guys, I got that mold done. It's not the best, like I said, but you know, like I said, I just got to get going on some of this stuff. So I normally don't like doing things like that, but like I said, we can doctor up the case. It's going to be one casting, so we'll just see what we can get. And if it gets to the point where it looks so crappy, what we'll do is we can always recast it. We got the pattern and that. Okay? So this is the next job I want to do. These are those surface sanders. I want to do. I think a dozen of them at home on machine. I want to make a few more. I want to take about a dozen of these up to my buddy. He's going to machine them for me, and then I'll make them available to everybody. So anybody wants one, set a price and that, and go from there. But I'm going to try to do a couple more of these. I don't have the ears. That's what I forgot. I forgot them again. Alright, the thing is, I gotta match up gating. That's all I gotta match up side to side. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and ram a couple of these things up, or try to ram a couple. I think we'll be okay. Like I said, all we gotta do is match the gating up. So I think we should be okay with this. Give her a try anyhow. Alright, I'll get you over by the bench. Hang tight, guys. Okay guys, I'm going to try to whoop together a couple of these molds real quick. I think, like I said, I hate to bitch and that, and I do, I'll bitch. I was really not feeling too great to again, so I just, this summer's been just, not good. I'm going to make a couple molds. I think we will try to pour. Dean's got a lot of customers right now. He's going to have to help me pour, so at least get these molds done. Like I said, if I get 2 of these done, I got 2 flats for them. We'll get 2 done. I don't have anything else small in aluminum that I can do, so this definitely isn't going to fill up the whole crucible. I hate to melt like half a crucible, but what we'll do is we get these 2 done, see where we're at, see where Dean's at, and we'll see about melting some aluminum. If not, like I said, Tuesday morning I'll make sure I bring you guys up here, and we can melt some aluminum. We'll pour these right away, and then try to make some other stuff. I got a lot of things going on Tuesday. My mom and dad own properties. They used to have them down in Florida. They're moving them back up here to Cleveland. So that's one thing that's been taking a lot of my time. I've been looking at properties and that. So we acquired some properties here. They were supposed to be all complete. Guy was working on them, and he just left. So I'm going to be doing that. Probably, like I said, I want to show you all kinds of different things. And, kind of great. I mean, it's just little piddly things. I don't think it would be really interesting to you guys. We'll see how it goes though. So I'm going to be doing that a lot too. So, hopefully we'll get some patterns and some castings. So let's see how far I can get today with this guys. Okay, one thing I've noticed about professional guys, right after they get the facing sand, before I was continuing to feed out the bucket, right? So what I did was, what I've been doing is I'm just dumping the sand right out of the molar. I'm just going to scoop it off in big scoops on the floor instead of having to lift a big bucket, okay? So this way is way easier. I think this is going to help out this way too when once we get the molding machine made, Get your bottom board, put it in, give her a flip. Okay, now this is, you gotta do this side. Still, what's the part? There's nothing over here, but there's still a board, so put a little part compound on here. I'm not too worried about it. Stuff's gonna get machined, so we'll be fine with that. Tell you one thing, I'm glad I made this molding bench and the way I made it. You know, it's you know, sand storage basically. You know, I store a lot of sand in here. It does have a front cover and a cover for the top. I just haven't been putting them on. You know, but this thing has worked out really, really good. Probably shouldn't promise is what I shouldn't do. But one day maybe I'll make a little drawing up if we can and put that down in the comment section. Because like I said, this thing is just, yeah, I'm a little on the shorter side, but it's, you know, nice height to work on and that. Like I said, you know, all your sand goes in there and that. And I got my tools all where I need them right here, so it's good. And we put these 4x4s all the way 8 foot up, and that way I can hang a light right over it, you know, so we're right there. So we got one of those nice LED lights. I don't know if I mentioned that before though too, when I first built my house, we had my buddy Dave did the electrician. Dave's a really good electrician, really super good electrician. And when he was wiring the garage, you know, I was helping him. I kept on trying to tell him. I'm like, hey dude, I need all kinds of outlets and, you know, lights and everything. And he kind of wired it to a standard garage, you know, so he put 4 outlets. Put 4 outlets up on the ceiling, and I just didn't have enough light, you know, so we had for a while, same thing in here, we just got the 300 watt incandescent bulbs in the garage. I had 4, I got 3 in here. I want to change these to LED shortly here. Dean wants me to do these. Dean watches that kind of stuff. So, what happened was I've been in my house for close to 18 years, and what happened, we had one of the light bulbs went, so I got a pole with the thing on out, and the whole fixture just fell apart. So I got up there, and it was all melted, and I've got an attached garage, and above the garage is actually living space too, so we call that the bonus room. It used to be the kids' playroom when they were younger, but I mean, I was that close to a fire, so really watch this kind of stuff. And then I went out and I got, I just put an outlet in those 4 sockets, and then I just hung 4-foot LED lights on. It's awesome. My dad's got macular degeneration. He's blind, and the first time he came in the garage and those on, he's like, wow, I can almost see in here, you know, so they're cool. So yeah, try to get into the LEDs. They're really cool. Okay guys, let's see if this mold came out here. The coat shouldn't be that bad. Like I said, it's just all gain in here, so that should be the easy part. That came out perfect. I noticed the match plate was moving a little bit, so hopefully I said, this doesn't have the other thing I've been saying with the ears, right? I got nothing to guide this match plate when I'm picking it up. There's absolutely nothing, so I'm gonna have to try to get this thing up ungodly straight, you know? Just absolutely nothing. So, what? Hey, that looks like it came out pretty good. There you go. Came out pretty good. We got lucky. Alright, that's one down. We'll do one more and look into maybe pouring. Hang tight, guys. Okay, I'm starting on number 2 mold. Like you see, saw how that mold came out. That's that was the fourth mold I've made off that pattern. So you can see that one came out pretty much perfect. So what happens, this is where I'm saying the mold wear. So if we had that molding machine down here, this particular pattern, if I get, you know, if I could sell enough these things, man, I could just plant these things out hugely, you know. Yeah, that's one of the things where my buddy Randy, I bet you can get 20 molds out an hour on that thing, you know. So we'll do one more thing, and I'm not feeling too bad. We'll have to see how Dean, where he's at, see if he's going to be able to help me do some boring. And you know, we'll get probably half a ladle of, or half of crucible full. Like I said, this isn't going to take much metal, so I'll make extra. Like I said, you know, it's going to make extra too. Oh, one thing I want to show you too here, real quick. Let me turn you around here. I started filming this last week, and I petered out here. So anyhow, these are the flasks, right? I've told you 100 times. Okay, so these are wooden ones, these are my metal ones, okay, obviously. All right, so that conical shaped part on that was sticking way up. So I only have, my deepest flasks this size only go 4 inches in a cope, 4 inches in the drag, right? So I made these pieces here, they're called jumps, okay? And all you gotta do is you gotta like put like one hole each side and then screw that jump, you know, on there. So instead of now 4-inch flask, I got a 6-inch deep flask, okay? And all I got to do was just, like I said, I just you know, all I did was I put one screw in there, and then I screwed the other jump. I just put 2 screws on there. You know, some guys like Randy, a lot of times he won't even screw the jumps onto the flask. You know, he'll just ram it up with it off. Because the flasks they use are the snap flasks, you know, so he won't even you know, do them on there. But that was one of the things when I worked at Arrow. We did, especially for the bigger jobs, we used a solid flask where they didn't demold, you know, they didn't take the flask off the mold before they poured them. So a lot of the bigger flasks, they put jumps on a lot of those things. There was probably as many jumps out in the yard as there were flasks, you know, for the different sizes. So that's, we had a pattern storage guy, he took care of the patterns and the flasks. That was his job. He'd make the jumps, and you know, when a pattern came into the foundry, you know, he'd make sure the flask, if it needed a jump on it, he'd put the jump on them and that. So you got to do that so you can, you know, if you don't have the right size flask, you don't have to go make a wooden one real quick or whatever. I mean, if you look like you're going to use that size a lot, you know, that would be great. But I had to make one of these castings, so I wasn't going to make a, you know, 6-inch deep, you know, 10 by 12 flask. It wasn't working for me, so we put the jump on there. So, all right, I'm going to get to this, and then we'll see about pouring. would help if I turned the camera on before I demolded these here. Alright, but here's Dean's job. See, I got this big glob of aluminum in there. I'm just going to go on the bandsaw. Cut that out, we'll grind it, but other than that, I mean, it doesn't look like it came out too bad. So, I think I'll be fairly pleased with that. Okay, and then I got 2 more sets of these. Alright, so I'll be able to take these up to my buddy Charlie and start machining some of these things, get some out to anybody who wants. Alright, tell you what, I'm going to I'll just say bye now. I'm going to drop the camera off on the way up to Joe's house on the way home. So everybody subscribe if you can, push the like button, I'd appreciate it. Tell me about tell your buddies about me, I'd appreciate it. And thanks everybody out there that subscribes. Have a good one, and everybody stay safe.